Today, helping Robin out here, going to be putting a new handle on her gate and a latch. So, get started on that. Alright, now to make that a little bit easier for her, open and shut. Awesome. Now see what we can do on the latch. I didn't really need this beefy of a latch, but the length of it is what I'm looking at. Still, may have to put me a little piece of wood over on there. I believe I'm going to. Not sure that's going to be enough. I guess we can give it a try. But I'm thinking it's not going to be enough. Have to give me a little piece of wood, so we'll be back soon. Alright, I got my little cheater board in here. Good old piece of rotten wood will work. Don't really have the right size bit, but that'll be alright. It'll work. Kind of tough. Let me get the other two screws in there. See if that makes a difference. Split the wood a little bit. Get the enforcer. Perfect. Done with that? All right, now on to the next project. This is our back door, and as you can see, it's got tore up pretty bad. I temporaried some screws, put it back together. And it's an old door, obviously, but what had happened to the door gets back to the day we lost Chewy. And this will give you a little view. You've heard of dogs that have anxiety. Well, Chewy's was really bad. We had medication for him, but if you gave it to him every day, he was just like a zombie. If you could catch him in time, if you could feel it and see the anxiety coming on, you can get the medicine in him. But once the anxiety was really kicked in, he wouldn't eat, drink, nothing. But what happened on the last day, Chewy, this is on July 6th. Well, that whole weekend and July 5th, people around here were shooting off. We've only been here one year. We were here the first summer, but this past summer it was, I mean, they were lighting off stuff that sounded like cannons, bombs, and in this valley just echoed. And he stayed stressed, and he got stressed out before we get the medicine in. We really kicked ourselves in the butt for it. We should have known something was going to happen, which he got used to gunfire. He just didn't like it, just like most dogs, he didn't like it. But Robin he seemed like he was fine, and he was used to being in the house. We have left him in the house all day before going to work, and he was fine, or most of the day. So she had to go do some errands. She was gone, I think, a couple hours, and when she came back, Chewy was gone. And what he had done was, you can't hardly see it, but this is the inside of the door, obviously. He had ripped the metal out, and the door was like this. And then he ripped, there's not much insulation in these, it's just the metal here, some styrofoam, and then the metal on the other side. So he, obviously something triggered him. Robin said that she almost took him with her. So, I mean, again, he wasn't himself. So he had the door, this metal was just ripped back. There was a few pieces of hair, minimal. There was no blood out here, so he really didn't hurt himself. But he got out, and then of course we don't have any or at the time didn't have any fencing. And he just looks like the trail he took was back this way. He ended up about 2 o'clock, I think, something like that. He wandered into over 2 hills, and this fellow was leaving for work and come out of his house and found him sitting there looking at him. But the guy, he wouldn't let the guy get close to him, and him and his wife were going to try to give him some water and stuff. What would happen, his heart rate would just get up, man, and he would just, like, he couldn't catch his breath. And they said he crawled under their car, and they thought he just, was scared and went under there. They eventually saw him, or was able to get to him, and he had passed away. So I'm assuming his heart just gave out. That's what it was. And of course it was really hot outside at that time. So that's what happened to Chewy. We miss him every day. Every day there's something that happens around here that reminds you of Chewy. Even our dog Arthur. It's like he has some of Chewy in him. The way his mannerisms are, the way he acts. But Chewy was a one-of-a-kind dog. But so what I'm going to do today is I'm going to take these temporary screws out. I'm going to, you probably can't see it, but the door is actually behind this piece here, so I'm going to try to work it back behind there. And then I'm going to put I bought some more styrofoam to fit in here. I got a piece of wood to go up in here and screw in and see if I can get it screwed in. That way at least have a bottom on it. And, you know, get this kind of looking good. I really don't care a whole lot about the looks. I just want it to be efficient, so it's not letting a whole lot of cold air in when it comes winter time. All right, we have got the door, or I have got the door outside screwed together. I put new piece of board, barely see it, underneath here. I put a piece of styrofoam in here, and I've re-screwed it best I can, and it is shutting pretty good. I just got something going on there. I think it's just where it's an old door, it's bowed, the wood is kind of rotten on there. But what I'm gonna do is get me some weather stripping. I might still have some around here, put it on the inside of that door, get us through the winter. And as the winter goes on, we'll keep looking for a door. It's hard to find these trailer doors. Now I'm getting ready to take the door sweep and put it in on the inside here, and probably pretty much call it done for now. All right, I got the door sweep on, as best as it's gonna look. The door's just too far gone, but like I said, I'm just trying to make it more weatherproof than it has been. This corner here, it's just far gone. So what I'm gonna do, I got that little gap right there. Give me a small tube of silicone that hole. Got some weather stripping to get, because when you shut the door, you got this gap right here. I've got to close that gap up. So once I get that done, we'll call it done. Happy to see old Paul? Huh? What you do today? Huh? Yeah. Alright, let's go inside.